Only me one no go hear this one. No, Mona call listen. Tinubu is finished.
Tinubu is the worst president in the history of the world.
Wow.
If you say it's the worst president in Nigerian history, you are undervaluing his hollowness and emptiness.
Wow.
Tinubu is the most reckless, is the most unproductive, and most insensitive president in the history of the world. A president who wakes up one day and grants pardon to 70 drug barons. It's not a people's president. A president who has borrowed money than any other president in our history. President Muhammadu Buhari, in 8 years, with subsidy, borrowed 87 trillion naira. In 8 years, with subsidy, borrowed 87 trillion naira. Tinubu, in less than 3 years, without subsidy, has borrowed close to 200 trillion naira.
Jesus.
And not just borrowing. What has he done with the money? What is there to show for the borrowings? And why are you borrowing after the removal of subsidy? And what have you done with it? Tinubu took one of our most precious honors, GCON, exclusively reserved for the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, put it in a briefcase, and took it to decorate the Chagoris. Exported our second highest national honor to a business partner and friend. There is no month since he became president that he has not traveled out of Nigeria. Do you know the amount of money we have spent in his jet-setting lifestyle? Foreign travels in 1 year is over 20 billion. When innocent people cannot afford Panadol, ulcer patients are dying. Hypertensive patients cannot afford their drugs. Diabetic patients cannot afford their drugs. Hospitals are under lock and key. Students cannot go to school. Even in the times of war, women and children are exempted. Today, our students are in the wilderness. 3 weeks after, among them, there's a 5-year-old that was killed. And yet we have a president who behaves as if kerosene is flowing through his veins and not blood. We have a president that is not perturbed. We have a president that is not disturbed. But there's a good news. We are going to stop Tinubu. The people's power, the people's will stop Tinubu. 2027 will be different. Our approach will be different. Our defense will be different. And Tinubu will know that we are a pained people. We are a molested generation. We are a deprived people. And we will make sure he knows that true power comes from the people. He's planning to rig. But we are laughing at him. This time around, we will stop his electoral T3. We will stop him. When you push a goat to the wall, you will realize that the goat can bite. We are in a precarious situation. People are dying. blood is flowing. Insecurity is pervasive. Hunger is killing. People cannot afford. People now eat from the garbage. People are committing suicide. Recent investigations have shown that more people are dying of ulcer as a result of hunger in Nigeria. As I'm speaking to you, government is owing contractors for job executed since 2024. The last time this government paid any federal government contractor, apart from the Chagoris, is in first quarter of 2024. We are in 2026. They are still implementing the budget of 2024. This is the first time our president decided, since 3r0ble, since Azikiwe, the presidents of this country have always been using Mercedes-Benz S-Class. Tinubu is the first president who came to power and said he cannot use an S-Class. He decided to use the Beast, the same car that the president of America is using. That is costing more than 20 times what the S-Class would cost. He bought a new plane. They bought a yacht. He decided to say Nigerians can continue to be in darkness and provided solar lights in the villa at the whooping cost of 17 billion naira, to the detriment of Nigerians. When your president say it's off national grid, is to tell you that I have given up on power. Leadership is by example. How can you have solar in the villa and the poor palm white tapa in Omuleri, the poor farmer in Ogbomosho, and the Baduku in Dambata is sleeping with candle? Such an insensitive president. I thought Nigerians should have lights before he will think of the villa. But he is the most insensitive character I have seen. But the good news again is that he's a one-time president. He's a one-time president. He will see the demonstration of the people's will this time around. Like the worry people say, all die and I die.
Mr. President, what are your fears for the 2027 election?
My fear is very simple. That Tinubu will lead this country to a war path. Because he will try to rig. And there will be vehement resistance. At the end of the day, we may have a president who will run away. Because we're not backing down. This time around, enough is enough.